Today we're going to take this grassy field and put a fish in a bubble up in the sky. Hello and welcome to an Affinity Revolution tutorial. For this tutorial, you'll need this image of a grassy field, this image of a goldfish, and this image of a bubble. I've included a link to all three of these images in the video description. The first thing we need to do is select the bubble, so let's grab our selection brush tool and then just begin painting a selection across the bubble. You can make the selection brush bigger by using the bracket keys underneath the equal sign on the keyboard to speed up your selection. Once you have a selection of the bubble, come up to the top and press Refine. You can see that on my selection it's a little bit jagged in some places, but since this is a bubble, we want it to be nice and smooth. So come over here to the Smooth and turn this all the way up. You can see that Affinity has now smoothed our selection, so we have smooth edges going all around the bubble. Now we just need to press Apply, and then you can press Command or Control C to copy your bubble, and then come to the grassy field picture and press Command or Control V to paste it. Now I'm just going to grab the Move tool, this black arrow, and reposition and resize my bubble a little bit. The next thing we're going to do is desaturate this bubble. So come to your adjustments icon, this circle, and select HSL. Now we can take the saturation shift and drag that all the way to the left. This has completely desaturated our photo, but it's also desaturated the background, and we just want the bubble desaturated. So I'm going to take this HSL adjustment and drag it down into the right of the bubble. Now the HSL adjustment is only applied to the bubble, so that's the only thing that has been desaturated. Now we're going to click on the bubble layer and change the blend mode from normal to overlay. As you can see, this has made it nice and clear, so it's beginning to look like a bubble, but it's still not quite as shiny as I would like it, so I'm going to duplicate this bubble by pressing Command or Control J, and then change this bubble from overlay to vivid light. Now you can see that our bubble has a lot of light and it's very shiny, maybe a little bit too much, so I'm going to come to the opacity and lower that to about 50%. With the opacity at 50%, you can see that our bubble has a nice shine added to it. I'm now going to hold down Shift and click on the other bubble layer, and then press Command or Control G to group them. Now I have one group that is my bubble, so I can move it wherever I'd like it to be. The last thing we're going to do is put the fish inside of the bubble, so we're going to come up to the goldfish image, and since this image has already been cut out, all we need to do is press Command or Control C to copy it, and then come back to the grassy field and press Command or Control V to paste it. Now we can move the fish around and maybe shrink it down a little bit. If you'd like to rotate the fish, you can just use this handle up on the top. Then all we need to do is change the blend mode from normal to overlay. And now you can see the finished result. We have just put a fish inside of a bubble. I hope you enjoyed our fish in a bubble tutorial. If you'd like to learn more about Affinity Photo, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We come out with a new tutorial every Saturday. So hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next Affinity Revolution tutorial.